All right, Shalom. This is Ahara One by Yasha Allah of the Lions Den Camp. Before I begin, I want to say Kal Halayim, La Yahweh, Ba Hashem Yahushai, Ba Hashem, Ha Rakah Kodash, Ma'amath. Double honor to the elder apostles of GMS and their elders. Shalom to you, Akim and Akwatim and children that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. I'm going to play this video from Redacted. And, matter of fact, I'm going to start off with this precept real quick. All right, because you got Iran, their Ramadan is ending, I think, today. And there's talks of a possible or imminent attack from Iran on Israel and possibly America. All right, so this is Matthew 24:6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. See, when they still talking about rumors and possible attacks, imminent attacks, but the difference with this attack that's possibly coming, it could be a false flag, who knows? But it's allegedly set up to be a direct war instead of a proxy war, a direct war between Iran and Israel, which will ultimately do this. Matter of fact, let me get this too. All right. So let me type this in. Here we go. Because you got these wars, being talked about, and you're gonna hear this guy Scott Ritter. He's working high-ranking position in the military, and he's explaining on Redacted about the chess moves that Iran is preparing against Israel and America and the U.S. All right, so matter of fact, I'm gonna hold this scripture. I'm gonna go ahead and play it because this is gonna lead these countries like Israel and Iran. They're gonna draw out these bigger nations like Russia and America and China into a direct war, or put America into a direct war with Iran. All right, which is all according to prophecy, Ezekiel 38. All right, so let me go ahead and play this clip so we can get started.
Iran. And there's no amount of investigation that's going to happen to prove that that's the case, and then we are sucked into a war. We've seen this repeatedly. Are you worried about any kind of major false flag attacks happening against U.S. forces?
No, I think false flag attacks happen when people aren't serious about going to war. Iran's going to bomb the hell out of Israel very soon. I mean, I don't mean to smile about that. I'm just saying this is inevitable. You don't need a false flag. It's going to happen.
But I mean, U.S. being involved in it, being in the middle of
it. Israel will be so overwhelmed about getting.
See that? So they're going to say what? Be dragged into a war. America's going to be dragged into a war by who? Israel. All right. They said Israel is literally on a suicide mission to drag America into this war because those Khazars over there, they believe by starting a war they're going to bring back their version of some type of Edomite Messiah. All right, so they're basically trying to summon the devil. But we know that Yahushua is about to return, according to prophecy. And he's a so-called black man from the tribe of Judah, a righteous king, the son of Yahweh. Jeremiah 50, and let's go to 43. The king of Babylon have heard the report of them, man. See, and throughout this video, if you watch Redacted about 46 minutes ago or a few hours ago, they're saying the attack could possibly happen within 24 hours. And that the Biden administration, they're shaking in their boots because they can't pull out of the war even though we know this is part of their agenda, Order IFKO, they can't allegedly pull out of this war because this is what do you call that, election year, and they can't pull away from Israel because they need Israel for the elections. All right. So the way to stop Israel from doing what they're doing is to say they're not going to back Israel anymore. They're not going to send them any weapons or anything. So, but America can't. They're not in a position to do that as far as the elections. The king of Babylon, the president, have heard the report of them. See, they're hearing it. They didn't know. They allegedly didn't know. I think they knew, but they just didn't do anything about it. That Israel was going to strike Iran during their Ramadan. All right. And now they're like, whoa, you know. It says, the king of Babylon have heard the report of them, and his hands waxed feeble. Anguish took hold of him. So they ain't gonna have, America's gonna be rendered powerless once Russia, China, Iran, and they fully form that Voltron, man, and they come against this place like a storm. The scripture said in Ezekiel 38, they're gonna come up against the land of Israel and against America. Behold, he shall come up. Well, actually, let me get to the point. Let's go down to where was that? Hold up, 1 second. Selecting. There we go. It says, therefore, hear ye the counsel of Yahweh that he have taken against Babylon. All right, Babylon being America, and his purposes that he have purposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Man, today the Chaldeans represent these E's, the Edomites. All right. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out, man. So the least of the flock, Amalek, is drawing out America. All right. Now it says, surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. Whew. At the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved, and the cry is heard among the nations, man. So people starting to hear it, and especially when all hell break loose, it's going to go with Revelations 18 when they see the destruction, when these nations see the destruction of the U.S. All right, so all the nations are watching, and you're going to hear this guy, Scott Ritter, talk about it, that tonight Iran's phones are probably blowing off the hook with China and Russia and different countries, delegates trying to contact them and tell them to stand down and think about it. But Iran's not in a position to think anymore. They back against the wall, so they got to respond. And due to that response, Israel's threatening to use nukes, taking this thing nuclear. This is all according to prophecy. All these things going to come to pass. It's just not according to when man says so. It's according to when the prophecies play out that Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai put in place. All right, so you heard him. He said, what? They're going to be drawn into this war. That goes with scriptures, Jeremiah 50 and 45. The least among them shall draw them out. All right. They're saying Iran doesn't want war with America. Yes, they do. All you see in the chants all over the pages on TikTok, YouTube, for years now, you'll see Iran shouting DTA. So they want the war. They just, they're playing chess. All right, because they believe, those Iranians believe that they're bringing back their version of the Islamic Messiah or something like that, which is false. All right, I think it's something about the Mahdi or some shit. If they start a war with Israel, so you see how they're both delusional. All right. Matter of fact, look at that. This is Psalms 2 and 2. The kings of the earth, all these nations like Iran, those Khazars, they set themselves, man, they setting themselves in position to take rulership, but they're delusional. They got some type of fantasy, like by them going to war, they're gonna bring back some one of their Messiah, or something like that, which is not true. All right. By these wars happening, it's according to prophecy, and by the elect of Israel waking up, according to the Most High's timing, He's going to send Yahweh Shai to deliver the elect of Israel. All right, Yasha Allah. The kings of the earth ain't going to enslave these nations like Iran and those Edomites. You're going to start saying it like that. It says, the kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against Yahweh and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. Man, that already happened. And even now, they want to do away with us, man, as a people. They want to continue to rule, especially E. They want their birthright back. And cast away their cords from us, man. They want to break us up. And that's why you see in the media, I was just listening to the radio, I had to turn it off because they pushing nothing but murder music amongst our people. They trying to keep us divided. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. See, the Lord is laughing at these nations. Yahweh shall have them in derision, man. Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath and vex them in his sore displeasure. Man. So that's what they got coming to them, the Lord's vexation and wrath. All right. So even though they're posturing and setting themselves up for war and to rule, they still wicked nations, man. So let me get this. You heard what he said. This one he said again.
When people aren't serious about going to war, Iran's going to bomb the hell out of Israel very soon. I mean, I don't mean to smile about that. I'm just saying this is inevitable. You don't need a false flag. It's going to happen.
See that? It's going to happen. Let me get a picture of that one. Boom. It's going to happen, man. You can see it. Isaiah 55:6. Seek ye Yahweh while he may be found, man. See, these are the times to seek Yahweh because the doors are shutting. The time of judgment is close, man. Call ye upon him while he is near. We're supposed to be praying, calling on the Lord, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, while he is near to us, man. Because when he start getting busy, he ain't going to have time to talk. He ain't going to have time to hear you if you're not of the elect. Let the wicked forsake his way. So we're supposed to forsake our way in this world. It's not talking about the wicked, talking about these nations. It's talking about the wicked amongst our people. We need to forsake our ways in this world and become who the Lord calls us to be, Israelites, prophets, sons of the Most High. The women need to be daughters of Yahweh. Not jealous, masculine women, And the children are supposed to be brought up in the truth. That's what we're supposed to be focusing on right now. Also as we use this world without abusing it. All right. So it says here, let the wicked forsake his way and the unrighteous man his thoughts, man. Especially Jake that's up in these Christian churches. And let him return unto Yahweh, that means to repent, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our power, for he will abundantly pardon, man. So the Lord has mercy. He's planning to have mercy on 144,000 and the rest of the 1/3 of the children of Israel, man, as the sands of the sea. All right, so it says, for my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are my ways your ways, saith Yahweh. All right, so can't count the Most High slack as men count slackness. 1,000 years is a day to Yahweh, as 1,000 years is to us. So he's going to bring that judgment. It's going to happen. People like, no, it ain't. They've been saying that for years. Yeah, it's going to happen, man. Now, it's just about when. It says, for as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. For as the rain cometh down, and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, and maketh it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth, and it shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereunto I sent it, man. So the same way the Most High controls the heavens and the earth from his throne, he gives out the order, and these things, the angels get things moving upon earth. He speaks, and it trickles down from the heavens all the way down to the earth, man, and it manifests. And the Most High steers the course of the river upon earth. Just like Callus steers the river. Build up around the course of a river, steers it, or basically causing things to happen upon earth that's going to lead to this World War III. All right. So it says, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it, man. All right. So the Lord is going to send out his judgment upon the earth. And these things are going to happen. It's going to happen. It's not going to return into the Lord void. He prophesied it, said it from the beginning, and it's going to happen. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick, and we're going to see it, and we're realizing that this is that time. 2 Ezra 9:1, and he answers and said, then measure thou the time diligently in itself. And so continue to measure the time, continue to watch, and continue to stay watching. Because a lot of people didn't think it was going to happen, and they lost faith and they went back into the world. And when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. See, we're at the beginning of sorrow. These are the beginning of sorrow. Somebody say, what? The end is not yet. All right? But it's going to happen, man. Let's get that real quick. Right here, Habakkuk 2:3. It says 2 and 2. And Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision. The vision represents the prophecies. Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. We're running in this race, prophesying and warning the people like a messengers. For the vision, the prophecy, is yet for an appointed time, man. But the Most High has the time set in his mind for these things to happen. Just like he has everything in order with the sun, moon, and the stars, the storms upon earth. The Most High runs that whole thing we call the cycle of life. So within that, you have the cycle of prophecies too. All right. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, and we're in that appointed time. But at the end, it shall speak, man. It's manifesting right now. Let's get that. Let me go back to this in a second. 2 Ezra 9. Let's go back to that again. It says, therefore, 2 Ezra 9:3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. See, we're seeing the uproars of the people, and we're seeing earthquakes here in America and New York and Taiwan, all over the world. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. See, the Lord spoke them from the beginning, man. That was before, even before we were created. The Most High said this was what it was going to be. For like as all that is made in the world had the beginning and an end. Beginning of sorrows, man. And then it's going to be the end of it with the destruction. And the end is manifest. See that? At the end it shall speak. The end is being manifest. You know? So the Most High spoke it, and now it's being manifest into the world. He plant the seed, and then next thing you know, the plant grows. You know, the baby is the seed, and next thing you know, the baby is born. All right. So let's keep going. It's weird out here, man. So yeah, it says no. So so at the end it shall speak, man, and that's what's happening. All right, and we from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. All right, so for like as all that is made in the world had the beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, even so the times also of Yahweh the Most High have plain beginnings, and wonder and powerful works, and endings and effects and signs. Everything is being manifest. Let's go back to Malachi. I think that was, no, it's Habakkuk. Habakkuk chapter 2. It says what? Habakkuk 2 and 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, right? But at the end it shall speak, or at the end it shall be manifest. And not lie, man. We're going to see that this was true. People in the world are going to see that the scripture was true. You're starting to hear a lot of these podcasters mention a lot of scriptures. Wars and rumors of wars. Ezekiel 38, earthquake, signs in the sun, moon, and stars, but they just don't understand it. They don't know what they're talking about. All right? They're quoting the scriptures, but they don't understand it. It says, though it tarries, though it's tarrying, right, since the 60s and 70s, after World War II, though it tarry, wait for it, man. All right, wait, being patient in its truth. Because it will surely come, it will not tarry. It will surely come. What did this guy Scott Ritter just say?
Iran's going to bomb the hell out of Israel very soon. I mean, I don't mean to smile about that. I'm just saying this is inevitable. You don't need a false flag. It's going to happen.
But I mean, U.S. being involved in it, being...
There you go. So it's going to happen, man. All right, so we at this is at the door. You know, and it's not going to be a regular war. Wars and rumors of wars, but it says what? Isaiah 9 and 5, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, man. It's going to be more confusion. Just like in the movie 300 or Braveheart, they would fight face to face with a sword, but now they fight a coward's war, proxy wars and things like that, shooting missiles at trajectories and such. All right. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood, man. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. So the focus is they're going to be melting people with burning and fuel of fire. And Israel's threatening to attack Iran with nukes. And Iran is threatening to attack Israel's, I think it's in Donbass, Israel's nuclear facilities. All right, so let's play a little bit more of this video.
In the middle of
Israel will be so overwhelmed about getting the snot kicked out of it by Iran and coming up with a retaliation against Iran that there's no time for the complexities of a false flag. I'm not worried about a false flag here. I'm worried about the real deal. I'm worried about Iran banging Israel, Israel banging Iran, and then Iran banging everybody. And That's the threat to me. There's not going to be a USS Liberty scenario here. That happens when nobody wants to get involved. Iran is getting ready to pound Israel. Israel's preparing to pound Iran, and America's stuck in the middle.